What's going on, future millionaires? I'm Mike the Investor, and if you're one of those people that's into staking, you're into the metaverse, and you're also into having your voice heard through governance through a DAO, then you definitely want to watch this video all the way through. We're going to be talking about a project called vEmpire, which I find pretty interesting. They have quite a few things going on in their ecosystem. They have a play to earn game which recently just launched. It's a trading card game where if you win, earners are able to take 90% and then 10% goes back to the DAO. They also have NFTs, which gives you an advantage in the game. They have governance where you can get rewards, and of course there's votes for proposals. And then they have the metaverse staking, which I find very interesting. So let me briefly explain. So with their metaverse staking, you can stake tokens such as Axie Infinity, Mana, Sandbox, Ethereum, and Starlink. But the thing about it is, not only are you earning passive income on one of those tokens you stake, you're also earning the vEMP token as well, which is the native token of the vEmpire ecosystem. And so you're actually earning both tokens for staking just one token. I'm going to briefly explain how that works as we go through this video. Now remember, I am just a guy on YouTube sharing with you a project that if you're into what this project offers, you might want to take a closer look at it. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even look like one. So definitely do your own research. Now, before we dive into the vEmpire project, I want to take a brief second to talk to you about Crypto.com, one of the top crypto exchanges in the space today. Now, Crypto.com allows us to buy and sell over 250 plus cryptocurrencies, and you can also use over 20 different fiat currencies depending on what country you are in. Now, you can also earn passive income on your cryptocurrencies as well as stable coins up to 14%. Now, one of the most favorite things I like about Crypto.com is they offer metal Visa debit cards where you are able to earn 1% up to 8% back on your purchases in Crow. And you also get other rewards as well depending on which card that you go with. Alright, so if you want to use Crypto.com, there will be a link in the description and the promo code is Mike. So definitely check it out if you haven't used Crypto.com yet. Now, let's go ahead and dive into what is vEmpire, because they call themselves a DDAO instead of just a normal DAO, which we know as it to be a decentralized autonomous organization. Let's go ahead and dive into it right after this. Alright investors, welcome back to the channel. Now we are looking at vEmpire DDAO, your gateway to the metaverse. Founded June 2021, and the token ticker is VEMP, VEMP. Now I briefly just want to share this because this is going to just give us a brief overview here before we get into all of the features as far as the team, what they offer, and all of that good stuff. So vEmpire DDAO is the largest decentralized metaverse investment organization. We are the world's first application that enables investors to earn interest on their metaverse cryptocurrency holdings, paying yields in both VEMP and the original token stake. Now, vEmpire says they are the largest decentralized virtual real estate owner currently operating in the cryptocurrency industry. We also operate in GameFi, NFT sectors, and we incubate new metaverse and GameFi projects. So in a nutshell, that tells us who vEmpire is. But let's briefly kind of look at the team, because the team is fully doxed, which is one thing is very important as we get more exposed to cryptocurrency, because we've seen so many scams, we've seen so many rug pulls, we've seen people abandon projects. And so when we see a team that's fully doxed, and I believe this project is registered in the UK as well, that shows true legitimacy. So let's briefly take a look at it. So here we have the core team for vEmpire, the CEO, Dom Ryder, full name Dominic. Now I did reach out to Dom to see if I can bring him on the channel for like an AMA, because I was looking through some of their financial reports and just what they're trying to do, and I would love to have him on the channel for him to kind of talk about what this project is looking to do here in the future. Now they do have some roadmaps and things coming up, but based off of the land that they own in the metaverse, which I'm gonna briefly show you later in the video, this project is very interesting, you know, in my opinion. Not financial advice, of course, but just a project I've been looking at here recently. And so you got the advisors as well. You can see they got LinkedIn and Twitter pages. You can see who these people are. So even though crypto and blockchain wasn't supposed to be this transparent, as in knowing who was on the other side, with so many scams, so many rug pulls and things happening in the space, people really want to see that transparency before kind of truly getting behind the project. So I definitely think this is a plus, you know, for the project. But let's continue looking at vEmpire. We're going to briefly look at the website just to kind of see what's going on, and then I'm going to share with you the features, and then after that I want to briefly look at a couple key details from their Lightpaper, which shows you some of their purchases from digital land in the metaverse, because according to them and according to the final financial reports, they are one of the largest digital land owners in the metaverse. And I think that's huge considering when they purchased before the huge hype went up. And I'm going to be showing you that as well. So let's check it out. So here's the website for vEmpire. vEmpire DAO is the world's largest decentralized metaverse investment organization. As we go ahead and move down, here are the four main pieces to their ecosystem. The governance, you have their guild, gaming, and metaverse token staking. And if you look here at the total value locked here, you can see 13.4 million. You look at their total assets here, you have Ethereum at 1.6, Mana a little under 1,831,000, Sandbox 1.1 million, Starlink 5.1 million, Axie 225K, and then you have their actual vEMP token itself, which is 4.4 million. Now you can also see they are partnered as well with Chainlink and Polygon. So let's go ahead and move over to their staking protocol. So this is the staking side. So here you can see you can stake Mana, Starlink, Sand, Axie Infinity, and ETH. Now you can see you have vEMP earned, and you also have Mana earned. So when you stake Mana, you're going to earn half in Mana and you're going to earn half in vEMP. So if you see the value or any type of opportunity in vEMP, this is definitely going to be a good thing for you, because vEMP does help the whole ecosystem go around, because vEMP is used in the play to earn game. It is also used for governance as well, and you can also use it to just stake. And so if I go over to just staking vEMP here, approximately 15%, and these are just the regular worlds that you can stake, where they have Mana, Starlink, Sand, Axie, and ETH. Now they did say they're looking to add a Star Atlas as well from Solana, which I saw on their Lightpaper. So I think that's going to be big as well, adding another, you know, metaverse project that you can earn passive income on. Now, if we look at the games here, you can see this is their trading card game called The Beginning. It is currently out right now, and they have NFTs for this game, which gives you a higher chance to win. And then this is the game they have in development on Sandbox, right? And so that is just a brief overview of the website for vEmpire. Remember, I don't want to get too much into this because I do want to leave some of this for you to research on your own. But now I just want to briefly highlight some of the features of the ecosystem for vEmpire. Let's check it out. So here we have the vEmpire DDAO ecosystem. You can see they have the DDAO, of course, voting, exposure into the metaverse. They have their guild, where they already have about 400 Axie scholars. They have staking, events, which is going to be private events, Decentraland events, ventures, which is going to be like their partners in adding added support, and then of course gaming and NFTs. And so if we just look at the features here of kind of how this works, first and foremost, let's take a look at what does a DDAO mean, right? We know what a decentralized autonomous organization means, but theirs stands for the Democratic Decentralized Autonomous Organization. So this says a decentralized autonomous organization is an organization that has no centralized leadership. They are significant because they are effective and safe ways to collaborate with like-minded people around the globe. Now, this is where things get a little different. vEmpire is redefining what DAOs are. Our new model for DAOs are democratic DAOs, or DDAOs for short. It is a fair system which rewards honor and loyalty in a more equal measure than sheer monetary contribution alone. And so let me briefly show you what they mean. So if you look at xVEMP here, which is the governance token for the vEmpire ecosystem, you can see that 𝗥𝗬𝗢𝗡 is our governance token, and it provides access to make and vote on proposals within our DDAO. Now, unlike regular DAOs, we do not base the weight on your vote on the size of your holding. Everyone who owns 100,000 𝗥𝗬𝗢𝗡 carries the same voting power, where they have 100,000 or 100 million. That way we don't allow whales to control the direction of the protocol. So they're real big on keeping the power to the people, which is definitely a huge plus. Now let's get down to the Metaverse token staking. vEmpire is the world's first protocol to enable Metaverse token staking. Our Metaverse DeFi aggregator enables the community to earn lucrative interest on their Metaverse holdings passively. And I already showed you what the pools look like. Now as we move down to the gaming and NFTs, now vEmpire also operates in the NFT and GameFi sectors by developing play-to-earn games and NFT series. So if we move down to the venture section, you can see that vEmpire DDAO is committed to contributing to the widespread adoption of decentralized play-to-earn gaming and metaverse protocols. So that's why they have created an incubator to help promising projects come to the market. And so the last couple of features here, of course, we have the events, which we can see vEmpire will be hosting and helping host both private and public events on metaverse platforms like Decentraland. And it goes on to say that vEmpire has multiple virtual real estate developments on major metaverse platforms that can facilitate both small and large public events. And then last but not least, we have the guild, which the guild is made up of groups of scholars that play to earn games with vEmpire's GameFi and metaverse assets to earn financial rewards for the DDAO. So pretty much it helps keep funding for the DAO. Alright, so if you gained some value from this video so far, definitely smash the like button. Now the last thing we're going to cover is just a couple of slides from their Lightpaper, and I'm also going to show you how much market share they actually own in the digital land called the Metaverse. Let's check it out. So you can see here's the market here, and you can see they purchased between September and October, way before the hype really hit its peak in digital land purchases. So they bought a lot of Sandbox and Decentraland, but they own about 20%, I believe, when it comes to the Starlink metaverse. So you can see right here as well, you can see since their purchase, Decentraland increased 665%, Sandbox 963%. But let's briefly look at the tokenomics here. So if we look right here at the far bottom, if you can see my cursor, the total supply 810.72 million, right? Now, let's look at what's going on with all of this. So we have 55% of 96.25 million tokens sold at the IEO and IOO, which are staked in the DDAO on the platform. So you can see about 52 million here staked. You have locked VEMP. You have advisors, linear 1 to 2 years, team over 21 years, investors 1 to 5 years. Now, if you look at the strategy here, this is pretty much the supply of the VEMP token on when it will be getting released over the course of each year until the supply is in full circulation. You have investors who own about 3.1%, and you can see they have to hold anywhere from 1 to 5 years depending on what their buy-in was. You have the team, they own about 13.3%, as you can see, over 21 years. Circulating supply here is 21.4%, and then you have advisors who has about 5% right now, which have to hold 1 to 2 years. Now, if you look at the integrations and partnerships, you have Chainlink, Polygon, and Neo, and I also believe they have some type of building that's going to be happening with Neo as well. And then you have the exchange listings, of course. Now, this is just telling you some places you can pick up the VEMP token. Once again, not financial advice, just giving you some information to, research for yourself. And then you have the upcoming milestones. They're going to have a Neo staking pool. Also, you can see they're going to have a Solana functionality with Atlas staking strategies, which will be cool as well. And then, of course, once again, we have the team. Now, the last thing right here I want to show you, if you look at the vEmpire Metaverse ownership, as the 12th of January, Starlink, you can see they own about 18%, so not 20%, but they own about 18% of Starlink's digital land. We move to Sandbox and Decentraland, they own the same amount of ownership, right under 7% at 0.068 for Mana and 0.068 for Sandbox. So you can see they own a significant amount of land when it comes to the metaverse. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a brief overview on everything. Yes, there's a lot that's going on with this project, and that's why I wanted to kind of cover it briefly, why giving you kind of the key details. Now, let me know what you guys think about vEmpire down in the comment section. Have you heard of vEmpire? Do you think what they're doing has some longevity to it? Let me know down in the comment section. If you gain some value from it, definitely smash the like button, and I will see you on the next one.